Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. So over a year ago I made this video talking about Chlorine and predicting that she was going to be a standard banner character for a couple of reasons. Now, as you all know, that prediction did not do that well. She was revealed a couple months later. Her dirt marker was revealed, and also in the live stream was told that she was a limited edition standard banner character. So today I want to react to that video and rewrite my wrongs and kind of add a little bit of stuff that we are currently know about the standard banner market, and kind of just reacting how absolutely wrong my prediction was. So yeah, let's get into it. Also, after the intro, I just brushed my teeth because I don't want my teeth to be smelly. So yeah, let's watch the video.
Since the release of Fontaine, Genshin Impact has made a lot of the characters from that region as playable characters. The more notable ones are the 5 stars such as Lady, Risley, New Villette, Navia, and even the Archon of the region, Farina. But there's one character from that region that hasn't been made as a playable character yet and played a part in the Fontaine Archon story quest, and that character is Chlorine.
Okay, first correction of this video is the fact that I said Chlorine was one of the important characters in the Archon story quest. One commenter kind of saying this, that she wasn't that important, which I kind of agree she isn't. I'm saying the fact that the more important characters I see is probably Farina, New Villette, maybe Lenny, or even Navia. She wasn't much that important. Maybe what I'm trying to say, she played a part in the Archon quest, not like the more important ones, but she did play a part in the story. Not much importance, but again, she did something. It's not like Ayaka, where she didn't do anything. If you're gonna say Ayaka didn't do much in the Archon quest, sure, I can understand that. Chlorine did something. You notice her, you know that she exists, and not just some background character. So yeah, I understand the criticism, and honestly, yeah, I can kind of understand why you said she isn't much that important, because she doesn't play the main part of the Archon story.
But why has Chlorine haven't made her official debut as a playable character, even though she is very important to the Archon story, and every single 5-star that appeared in the trailer and in the cutscene have already been made as a playable character?
Okay. See, hindsight is not 2025. Let's answer it now. Okay, so this video was recorded on February 18th. The 5-star that I mentioned at the start of the video were already released. Well, except for Alerkino and even Sichuan. So I can't really say why she hasn't been released now. It's mainly the reason she wasn't released, like with all of the characters, was mainly the fact that she was going to be having her own story quests, her personal story quests. So maybe I think that's the reason she wasn't released that early. She was released like May and June, plus her story quest. So I think the reason she wasn't released and like back that early with the other ones, and we have like Shiori and the others, was mainly the fact that she has her own story quest. So maybe they want to build it up with other character and the story quest. You can learn more about the characters, like yada yada and all that stuff. Which I think is a smart decision for them to release the character with the story quest. Considering the fact, as I stated before, Chlorine did play a part in the story quest, but not like a major part of the story quest. So having the character itself a personal story quest kind of makes it good, because you can learn more about the characters and not have the distraction of the Archon quest. As you all know, this has been over a couple of months since the Archon quest ended, and we didn't know much about Chlorine up until her personal story quest. So yeah, maybe that's the reason she wasn't at release.
The reason Chlorine hasn't been made as a playable character yet is probably because she would be put as a standard banner character.
Oh god, oh jeez, that's just not go. That does not age well whatsoever. I'm disappointed in myself. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I'm sorry for feeding you misinformation. I should not make this kind of video, because I'm not that kind of predicting things. And as you all know, it's not that great, to be honest. It's just looking at back, it's just not that great, to be honest. Like, I was so wrong. Like, I'm sorry for doing this. For those people who've watched this video now, I'm sorry, I'm feeding you misinformation. And I should know better the next time to be making a video, because this just does not age that well.
The reason she will be put as a standard banner character is because of a pattern we are seeing. Characters that were important to the Archon story quest of their region will be put as a standard banner character.
Okay, again, she did play a role in the Archon quest, but not a major role. A lot of the characters I mentioned up front, they play a lot of major roles, but Corin is not one of them. She played kind of like a little bit of a role in the Archon quest, not by like she did something, but not that much. So like, you know, just repeating himself. I'm sorry.
We have seen this with the most recent one is Thea, where she was very important to the Archon story quests of Sumeru, but was put to be a standard banner character when she became playable, and her stats herself wasn't that great, which is the reason why I think they decided to do that. I think there's like an incentive that you're gonna get characters that are worse if you lose the 50-50, and you have at least seen one character to be put as a standard banner character from each region, from Mondstadt, Liyue, and Sumeru. Inazuma for some reason hasn't have any characters being put as a standard banner character. I don't know why, but it has becoming very common for Genshin Impact to make characters that were important to the Archon story quest to be put as a standard banner character when they are released.
Alright, so what I'm trying to say here is that the 5-star characters we met early at the Archon story quest would be a standard banner character, since the reason was because for me, I think seeing Diluc and Jean were introduced in the Archon quest very early, and they end up becoming a 5-star standard banner character. And this also happened again in Sumeru, where Tignari and Dea was introduced quite early in the Archon quest, and look at the end up now, standard banner characters. So in my mind, because Chlorine was introduced very early in the Archon quest of Fontaine, I thought she was going to be a standard banner character. Which, like, then again, keep in mind, this was a speculation I was taking out of my ass. So it's not real. Don't take this seriously, anything. In fact, just don't take this very seriously, honestly. The way I'm reacting. So, like, that was the reasoning. Because I think, okay, we have these two characters were introduced, 5-star characters that were introduced very early in the Archon quest, but end up being a standard banner character. I mean, we have seen this a lot. Like, why not Chlorine? So, I understand, honestly, kind of why I did make this. And one thing I want to mention was the Inazuma one. When I said that I don't know why Inazuma does not have a standard banner character. Now, a lot of people in the comments, I'm going to show you right now, said that Inazuma, as you all know, is an island, and it would take the player a long time to level up and go into the Archon quest, to even go to the island and get all the resources for the character that is based on Inazuma. So basically, I'm going to tell you more basic term. You get a character from Inazuma, like example, a standard banner character, and you need resources to level up those characters, because in the game you could basically level them world level, and you need those resource levels. How are you supposed to get those resource levels for your standard banner character if it's on an island where maybe you haven't reached the part of the story yet where you reach Inazuma? Now, it did make sense back then, that now it has been debunked with the release of Mizuki. Because yes, you could have a 5-star standard banner character from Inazuma, with the exception that her ascension materials was in the main island of Tefat, which in this case her ascension materials, the main one from the boss, is in Fontaine, which is still in the main island. Editing even here, I just realized that the majority of her ascending materials are in Inazuma, both for ascending levels and even her talents. Basically, Hoyoverse are saying to us that you could have a standard banner character from Inazuma, but building her would take a long time, since some people would lose the 50-50, have to wait for a long time to even make it to Inazuma, which is like, it's now kind of confusing. Okay, maybe I know some of us has passed the Inazuma, or you have Inazuma, so we can just build her, but there's like some people, didn't have it, so it's just now getting confusing for those new players to build her. They probably just stuck. Maybe if they have Mizuki as a new player, they probably stuck to like level 20 or level 40.
Very common for Genshin Impact to make characters that were important to the Archon story quest to be put as a standalone character when they are released. We have seen this for Technari and Dea, two characters that were introduced quite early in their Archon story, but was put to be a standalone character when they are released.
My mindset, these are 5-star characters who were very early in the Archon quest, and then boom, they become standalone characters. That's my logic, okay? Is it the best logic? No. Mizuki was only for a limited edition quest, or even her story quest, and she became a standalone character. So yeah, logic could be very confusing sometimes, or maybe all of us decide to add like standalone characters whatever the hell they want.
So I think it will be the same case for Korean. I think she will be put as a standalone character when she's released. Keep in mind, these are speculations and predictions.
Okay, yeah, your prediction is absolute awesome, mate. Seriously, don't ever make predictions ever again. So that's it. I don't want to finish the video. Still, no, it isn't that correct because Clarence did not in fact became a standalone character. She's still a 5-star character, and she's, well, coincidentally, is in my team. A couple of weeks ago, I got her unexpectedly in like 46 pools or 40. I was like 46 pity. I actually got her in like just one, with just like one pool. Boom! I just got her, and now she's become one of my favorite characters, which is ironic considering I made this video and how it aged. So yeah, honestly, this is just the worst prediction video I've ever seen. If I'm going to be making another prediction video, I should have actual great resource and just not making stuff up, because it's not that, what is it? It's not that true, or it could be, I just could be using this as false information. So yeah, there's nothing more to say other than I should just like, if I'm going to make these kinds of prediction videos, I should just do my research or just don't make it at all. At this point, I should not make it at all, honestly. I should just make reaction content of like Genshin stuff or maybe other stuff, honestly. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.